In an interesting development, the North Korean state media has reported that the leader Kim Jong-un has received a personal letter from US President Donald Trump. It is hoped that the Trump letter can prove a catalyst in resurrecting the stalled talks between the two nuclear powers. Good morning, I am Praram Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Members of the ruling party allege the leadership of lack of adequate legwork while introducing bills of national significance. Secretariat meeting fails to resolve intra-party integration yet again. Citizenship bill stuck at parliamentary committee for the past 11 months. Subcommittee formed to sort out the dispute fails to make any headway. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un receives a personal letter from US President Donald Trump. Kim describes the content as excellent and worth contemplating. And scare for high-flying India at the hands of Afghanistan, and heartbreak for West Indies as ICC World Cup produces two of the most close finishes. Let us now begin with the latest national political updates. At a time when the bills registered by the government have been drawing controversies, the government has been criticized within the ruling Nepal Communist Party (NCP) itself. Party co-chairman and Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli was criticized at the NCP Secretariat meeting for introducing the bills without discussions in the party, which led to widespread condemnations. Addressing the meeting, co-chairman Pushpakamal Dahal said that it was the government's failure in not holding necessary discourse on the bills bearing national significance within the party. Dahal said that the government should from now on discuss its plans and projects within the party to begin with. Senior leaders Jhalanath Khanal and Bamdev Gautam echoed Dahal's voices. Khanal said that the party leaders could not even take the ownership as the bills were introduced without discussions within the party. The 2-hour, 15-minute-long meeting had begun with a briefing from Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli regarding his recent Europe tour. The meeting did not delve into allocation of responsibilities of leaders and discussion on the political report and appointment of in-charge and sub-in-charge at 77 district committees. Leaders said that the meeting has been rescheduled because of inadequate preparation. The dispute regarding task assignment has continued within the party as senior leaders attempted to assign double roles to cadres and leaders close to them. Leaders of the Nepal Communist Party are still assigned responsibilities despite the lapse of 13 months since the integration between the then CPN-UML and CPN-Maoist Center. The bill on citizenship registered at the parliament 11 months ago has yet to be finalized. The State Affairs and Good Governance Committee formed a subcommittee in a bid to sort out disputes regarding the bill. The subcommittee, however, not only failed to live up to its responsibility, it has already been 2.5 months since the end of its tenure. There has been no discussion within the parliamentary committee as well since the formation of the subcommittee. Speculations are rife over the future course of action with regard to the citizenship bill. There are disputes with regard to nationalized citizenship and offences related to citizenship, along with the cases based on birth or descent. The committee is currently facing a hard time on forging a common ground over granting citizenship to individuals born out of rape or unmarried couples. The concerned members of the committee, however, have continued to shy away from their responsibility of sorting out the dispute that has led to uncertainty over settling the citizenship bill. Analysts are of the view that the delay is obvious due to the sensitive nature of the issue. However, the stakeholders have failed to exhibit even minimal seriousness on resolving the issue. The continued apathy on the part of the concerned authorities has left the future of thousands of eligible citizens in uncertainty of acquiring a citizenship certificate. It is now time for a short break, but for more news, just stay with us. The private sectors have been garnering interests by branding and marketing the agricultural products of Karnali region. However, the government-owned food corporation has not been able to sell the vegetables and other produces of Karnali to the local residents themselves, as most of such products have been spoiled at the godowns themselves. The agricultural products, including grams, beans and apples, among others, of the Karnali region are popular among a majority of domestic consumers. Many private companies and industries have been reaping significant benefits by selling the very agricultural produce, while the government's food corporation has miserably failed to even live up to the basic needs of the local deprived population. Many such products have been going to waste at the corporation's storage facilities, while a majority of the Karnali residents have not even been able to purchase them to fulfill their daily needs. This has basically been attributed to the highly incompetent administrative mechanism on the part of the government entities as such. It is now time for the international news. The North Korean state media has reported that the leader Kim Jong-un has received a personal letter from US President Donald Trump. The KCNA news agency said that Kim praised the letter as excellent and said he would seriously contemplate the interesting content. He also praised Trump's extraordinary courage. Earlier this month, Trump said a beautiful letter had been sent to him by the North Korean leader. It was not disclosed when or how Trump's letter to Kim was delivered. The White House has not commented. Talks between the US and North Korea have reached a stalemate after a meeting in Vietnam between Kim and Trump in February ended without agreement. The US had insisted North Korea give up its nuclear program while Pyongyang had demanded sanctions relief. However, in recent months, Trump has spoken warmly about Kim. Earlier this month, he told reporters that North Korea under Kim's leadership had tremendous potential. And in May, during a visit to Japan, Trump described Kim as a very smart guy and said he expected a lot of good things to come out of North Korea. More international news, US President Donald Trump has said that the US will impose major additional sanctions on Iran in a bid to prevent the country obtaining nuclear weapons. He said economic pressure would be maintained unless the leadership in Tehran changed course. It comes after Iran announced it would exceed internationally agreed limits on its nuclear program. The limit on its stockpile of enriched uranium was set under a 2015 nuclear deal with world powers. In return, relevant sanctions were lifted, allowing Iran to resume oil exports, the government's main source of revenue. But the US pulled out of the deal last year and reinstated sanctions. This triggered an economic well-turn in Iran, pushing the value of its currency to record lows and driving away foreign investors. Iran has responded by scaling back its commitments under the nuclear deal. In a later tweet, Trump said the major additional sanctions would come into force on Monday. We've got more news coming up, but right now it is time for yet another short break. The frequency of road accidents have increased in recent days due to dilapidated condition of roads across the country. In this context, we asked the locals of Dading what should be done in order to minimize such accidents. Let's now take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
बिना प्राविधिकको बाटोहरु जताततै खनिरहेको छ एक किसिमले जसको पहुँच पुग्यो त्यही ठाउँहरुमा बाटो घुमाएर लाने गर्दाखेरि र अर्को कुरा प्राविधिक बिनाको बाटो खनिरहेको कारणले दुर्घटनाहरु भएको छ
जहाँ पायो त्यही बाख्रा के रे चाहिँ बाँदर लड्ने भिरमा चाहिँ बाटो खन्ने क्रम बढेको छ त्यो बाटो खन्दाखेरि चाहिँ प्राविधिक दृष्टिकोणले ठीक छ भन्ने भएपछि मात्रै अनि त्यो ठाउँमा चाहिँ गाडी चलायो भने हुन्छ
सडकको स्तर कस्तो छ त्यसको आधारमा मात्रै सवारी साधन चलाउनको लागि अनुमति दिने र एउटा साना साँगुरा सडक बनेका छन् तर ठुला सवारी साधनहरू ट्रकहरू आदान प्रदान गर्ने त्यस्तो कुरा नै भइरहेको छ
ग्रामीण सडकहरू चाहिँ एउटा ग्रेडिङ मिलेको अवस्था छैन ग्राभल भएको छैन बाटो सडकहरू चौडा छैनन् चौडा नहुँदै बाटोको ग्रेडिङ नमिल्दै मतलब चाहिँ गाडीहरू अनावश्यक ढङ्गले धेरै ठाउँमा यात्रुहरू बढी बोकेर हिँड्ने भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि अहिले यो अवस्था भएको छ
It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, why has the Food Corporation failed to sell the agricultural products of Karnali? Your options are A. Managerial weakness, B. Irresponsible officials, and C. Unaware urban consumers. The voting is on. You can type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and then send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And now, before we wrap up, here's a look at the top stories one more time. Members of ruling party allege the leadership of lack of adequate legwork while introducing bills of national significance. Secretariat meeting fails to resolve intra-party integration yet again. Citizenship bill stuck at parliamentary committee for the past 11 months. Subcommittee formed to sort out the dispute fails to make any headway. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un receives a personal letter from US President Donald Trump. Kim describes the content as excellent and worth contemplating. And scare for high-flying India at the hands of Afghanistan and heartbreak for West Indies as ICC World Cup produces two of the most close matches. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will air at 11 a.m. Keep watching Kantipur Television SD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day ahead.